Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a f***. So don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the GM Show. Welcome. You are the earliest people in all of crypto, at least in my time zone. You are. And this
I have no idea why anyone's awake.
I have no idea either why you're not awake. And if you're in a different time zone, why aren't you drunk and passed out? I don't know. But welcome to the show, everybody. We are here to deliver some headlines, crypto analysis, and we're going to talk about some upcoming NFTs. I promise we'll actually do that this time. I say that every time, and then we get sidetracked in the NFT section, but I'll try to wrangle myself in. Before we get started, let's check out gmdefi.xyz. This is our website where you can see everything GM related. And pretty soon this is going to be actually a different domain. We're changing domains and everything. I'm not going to tell you yet because just one morning it will happen. But you can check this out. Our tools section.
It's not going to be too different, so don't get all excited, everyone.
Yeah, it's
just
not going to
a
be
little bit different.
A little different. So don't. We're not like renaming ourselves like Anal OS or anything like that. But anyway, check out the tools. We got the kimono indicator that we use every morning here on the show for technical analysis. You can get access to that by just send us your trading view username and just say, "Give me access, mofo." And we'll do it. So that's really the best.
You could say please, but
if you want, but it's not required.
We'd still,
you say MFer, and I'll gladly give it to you.
You can call me an asshat, and we'd still hook you up. You know what I mean?
First minute of the show, and we got all the cuss words already lined up. Thank you, algorithm.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Thank you, algorithm. And I just want to quickly say thank you, everybody, for stopping by. The chat is going so fast that I can't even keep up with what's going on, which is like the first time ever in history. So thank you guys for all joining us. It's good to see all the familiar faces from the Discord in there, and love you all. So thank you for liking, supporting the show, and sharing. Over $202 million in short Bitcoin, Ethereum positions were liquidated amid bullish move. Do you know anything about this, Matt?
I know a lot of people that were liquidated. I was not liquidated, but I lost a bunch of money. I tell you what, I've never been liquidated, but I can lose double, couple, maybe $10,000 in a day pretty easily. I could do that. I can show you how to do that, but I will show you too how not to get liquidated. Yeah.
DeKansas says you're just not leveraged enough. Oh no, he is. He's leveraged enough. He doesn't leave it long enough. If he just left the position a little bit longer, then he'd get there. He'd get liquidated eventually. There's enough leverage for it.
The price would have to go to, now a lot of people, I guess, I'll go to my trade setup in the technical analysis, and I'll talk more detail about it. But it was I'd put my order in for a longer time frame, much longer hold kind of situation. So that's why the loss was so big, because I was risking that. I was like, okay, I'll risk losing this, but at the same time, my win would have been absolutely, like three times more than that. So it was a risky move. It was, and I just don't. I'm not a swing trader, man. I just am not. I just
You're
don't have
scalping.
fun usually with swing trades. I gotta just stick with scalp.
Oh, I could tell you weren't having fun. I got a bunch of emergency Discord calls throughout the day yesterday.
No, you did it. Whatever.
No, but I think what we're learning is, when the Fed announces things, it's always just going to be a little bit of a
Well,
crazy.
I guess I've learned that when they increase interest rates, number go up. That's more
That
money.
happened
Yeah.
last time too, huh? That happened
And
last
it's
time.
like I don't know why I got caught up into this news cycle and everything that it's like, oh, people are gonna tank because we're getting into recession, blah blah blah.
No, nobody
And I don't
cares.
know, dude.
Nobody gives a
In the
shit.
charts,
Everybody's just like,
the
let's
signals,
go.
the charts were all telling me to get out, and anyway, it is
Well,
what it
that's
is,
what
man.
you would expect. Yeah, I mean, the U.S.
I'm
economy
still
here
here. I'm still
declined
having fun.
by
I'm still
almost a full
trading.
percent during the second quarter. I mean, it is like, you would think that these would be bearish signs for sure. It sounds like today they just put out this report, and it looks like we're negative 0.9% GDP. And that's coming off of a 1.6% decline in the first quarter. So yeah, the economy shrank a little bit less than the first quarter, but and maybe that's a bullish sign. I don't know, but we
They're
still
gonna
shrink.
well, isn't it 2 quarters that they start saying the R word? It's just like
Yes,
the
well, that's what
problem
they
is
used
that
to do. I don't. I think
yeah, the
now we're
problem
gonna
is
change it. It's got to be for a
well
year straight now.
well, the thing is that it's like it I think you could just kind of really chalk this up to kind of inflation causing a lot of this, which is why it's like, jobs markets are crazy high. It's like flights are really close to like 2019. Hotel stays are close to what they were in 2019. And it's like you're just looking at all these numbers of like these economic metrics, and it's
It's
like, yo,
confusing.
we are like really
Confusing.
close to where we were when we were in 2019.
Yeah.
We've really rebounded from the
Mixed
COVID
signals.
shock quite a bit. It's just inflation, supply chains, and all this
Yeah.
kind of shit. That's kind of putting a hamper, and I think it's just a matter of time before it all kind of catches up, and then
Plays
we
itself
have
out.
we have a soft landing.
Right. Whatever the F that means. And
That's my hopium anyway.
Josh said, I stick to stocks. Crypto is unpredictable. It is highly volatile, but you will see that it does tend to follow the rest of the markets
Yeah,
as
I
well.
I just like crypto because it moves just like it moves a lot with the stocks. It's just like, when a stock moves 2%, Ethereum or whatever is moving like 10%. So it's just like it's just the swings are a lot more. And it does, and because it trades overnight, it's and over the weekend, it definitely, it has a lot of swings during like non-traditional trade hours. I don't even trade it during like the weekends. Mondays have been real. I don't like trading on Mondays really, but yeah, weekends have been I don't trade. And then after the New York market closes, I'm not really trading. I'm
Yeah, well,
usually
it's
out.
interesting because you get like every, that's what I like, that trader's reality indicator. That's another really great indicator that everybody should
Right.
check out. But I love how they put the different opening market and closing times because crypto is an international market. It's nice on that indicator how it shows you which markets are opening and which markets are closing, because there's usually predictable time periods when there's movement happening, and it's a lot of times when those markets open across the world, you get different movements happening throughout the day.
Right.
Out the Mud Visual is here. Welcome. Good to see your face around here. Are you who's going to the Toxic Skulls event tomorrow besides Matt? That's a question.
Dude, I really
Hands
wish
up in the
I'm
chat.
not full disclosure. I'm not going. I'm not
You
going.
lied to me. You said you were getting on your flight this afternoon. Now you're just gonna drop the truth on me? Oh, God,
yeah, sorry,
this is
man.
brutal.
Sorry, surprise. I'm not doing a live event.
A surprise. Surprise. Well,
It's more
surprise. The
because it's
GM
like
guys aren't going to live events.
I just got back from Vegas, and I'm just like, I just got repaired from the damage I've done to my body and everything from being in Vegas for 4 days.
It's called getting old. It takes a couple weeks to repair.
They are a business. You're right. I mean, yeah, I know. It's just a party. It's
Yes.
just a party.
Yes.
Tear it down the wall.
Yes. Start the riot. Let's riot. Tear down the
I
wall.
know, man.
decal.
I couldn't.
I'm gonna call someone else in
do
your
it.
office and tell them to go in there. And
I
just
did
rip
look
down the
into
line.
it though. Like, to me, what got me was like the plane tickets were just like stupid, man. I'm just like I'm not like I'm not a big flyer, and I am anyway. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. I chickened out. Sure, whatever. But
Well, so hopefully somebody will send us some photos, or we'll see them on Twitter. I'm sure, and we
sure
can
they
live
will. I'm sure.
vicariously through everybody else. So
I'm sure it'll be fun. It'll be a blast. I just am not like I'm just not the type of dude that'll go fly out for like one night of party. You know what I mean? Like when, like
we could have made it a whole shindig. Why one night? We should have made it a whole week. We should have just been doing the show live, drunk as AF, right from the beach.
Well, why didn't we, Freeman?
I don't know. We're bad at planning too. That's another.
I know we are really bad at planning. Yeah, we are really bad. That's probably it. If we had a toxic trait, it's planning. Yeah, bad at planning.
Toxic trait. Here we go. Tweet that. Meta's Metaverse. Meta's Metaverse division loses $2.8 billion in Q2. I do think that the earnings. I think that their earnings were up overall by maybe $1 billion. I don't remember the difference between the two quarters, but I do know that the Meta division seems to be losing money. But I mean, it's a new division for Meta, so it's not a huge surprise to me that they haven't figured out a way to juice that yet, and that right now it's just a loss. So this isn't a huge surprise.
Send it all to zero, dude. They suck. They suck.
I love Facebook. What do you mean? I love Facebook.
Meta.
Just kidding.
Dude, I don't even like.
I don't like any Meta
I can't.
products.
I'm not a fan. I do have an Oculus. I do have, but it's like my kid. Right, the kids get it for Christmas, kind of thing, and they still just play on their Xboxes all the time. It's kind of one of those things. It's like it's like. Yeah, dude. I don't know. It really honestly doesn't get used as much. I bet if I brought that here, I'd use the VR headset here in my office more than
we were talking about a couple months ago how we should start doing we should do our meetings in the metaverse. I'll get an Oculus and we can sit there and work next to each other, and it'll be
why not? Why not? I think the bigger question is why. Like why do that?
Yeah. When everything's working just fine now, we don't have to like see each other too much. We can just talk when we want to. Yeah, I like the current setup too. But maybe if the whole chat would join us in the metaverse, we could do the show just in the metaverse instead, and we could all be together and look like dick butts and stuff. We could have our little dick butt avatars, and it'd be fun. I think more fun. So
I don't know.
What could that money have been used for? Oh no, Takasa, don't bring logic into this. It has nothing to do with it. Hello Kitty NFTs are coming in August, Matt. I know you missed out on the Nickelodeon NFTs, which is what you actually wanted. But I know you're kind of a Hello Kitty fan too. I know you have a Hello Kitty backpack and a little keychain. So why not have an NFT too? I guess Recur, which was behind the successful launch of Nickelodeon NFTs, is now bringing Hello Kitty IP to the NFT market. I'm guessing whoever from Hello Kitty saw like the Nickelodeon launch was like, yeah, we want to do that. And so they went and hunted down who was responsible for it, and then was like, yeah, let's do this. Genius on Recur's part. Now they can just be like the company that brings all these legacy brands.
Yeah, dude, that's a smart idea. They just basically approach all these brands and everything, and then they're just like, hey, could we use, we'll give you X amount. They sign a deal, right? They get a percentage, probably just a licensing deal. They freaking make all these NFTs, and it is smart. That is a smart way to go about it.
25th, it sounds like.
But it's just kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think that's like kind of be like a short-lived thing, because soon it's just gonna, if these companies want to release NFTs on their own, it's just gonna be like, well, we can just do this without you, Recur. You know what I mean? Like, why?
Yeah, Recur is
they're just doing it because they're probably smart. Like blockchain.
Yeah,
What?
Recur is really smart. They also raised 5 million from investors such as Gary V and the
Mm,
Winklewees. And so they're definitely
well,
they've got a bunch of
they got
VC
money back
funding.
too.
And what's interesting about their platform, and I didn't know this originally, but I guess with the Nickelodeon ones, when you could buy them with credit card and debit card, and so it was very
Mm.
consumer friendly, newbie friendly. And I think that initially it like wasn't on the blockchain, but that you could then like essentially transfer it to the blockchain. And here it kind of mentions that too. Recur allows users to move their NFTs off their dedicated marketplaces to either Polygon or Ethereum for a small fee. So it's like you have it on the marketplace and it's not really an NFT at that point. And then you can essentially export it and mint it out as an NFT for probably just gas is what my guess is there. But if anybody has the Nickelodeon NFTs, let us know. Oh, dang, shots fired, Josh. Shots fired. Recur over Magic Eden Launchpad. Shots fired. Oh, boy. Sounds like chargeback protection. Yes, potentially. Yeah, that's an interesting thought, actually, because, yeah, if you bought it with a credit card and then, like, you take it out to the blockchain and then you go back to your credit card company and say, I didn't buy that.
Like, hey, I didn't. Yeah. Wait a second.
That's why there's no refunds when you pay with crypto. That's what we all love and hate about it.
Yeah. It's a love-hate relationship.
We love Solana. Solana is set to open their IRL retail store and Web3 embassy
it's not
in New
open
York.
yet? I thought it was.
I thought it was too, but I guess it's not yet. And this is to me just a gimmick. This is just a nice marketing gimmick. Solana is pretty good at the marketing gimmicks, like their hardware phone that was just like a rebranded Android. And this store, which just looks like what is that, a shoe right there on the hanging there? I think that's maybe a shoe. I don't know what that's doing there. Maybe you can get Solana shoes.
Is it just like floating?
Shoes.
It's kind of like
a floating
that
shoe
in
right
the
there.
movie Nope. I won't do any spoilers.
Oh yeah, I know there's floating stuff, floating horses that get like eaten by aliens. That's all I really know about that. But
no. Just don't talk.
Yeah, we won't go there. Yeah, there's some portraits of some different NFTs there.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks like a fun gimmick. Maybe there's some merch. In case you want that.
Solana
But so next year at NFT NYC. We probably won't go, of course, but if we end up going, maybe we'll stop by the Solana retail store so Matt can just rage in there and ask them if their network's up and make anal OS jokes and just make fun of them in general. Store slows down when 10 people enter. Oh, that's funny. The store has intermittent power outages. Oh,
I'm just wondering, like,
funny.
Are they just doing so are they selling their phone there and some, like, is that it? Like, yeah, I'm kind of trying to just imagine, like, I guess why.
Well, I mean, the phone's not out yet, so I don't know what you would buy there besides merch. Maybe you can get like your what's popular? Maybe you can get your Primates merch over there, or you can I don't know. Maybe that shoe's hanging there because all the DGods people drink out of shoes. I don't know what is going on in that store. But, if somebody's in New York City in this audience, you should go check it out and report back what's going on there. Tekenza said,
in New York.
With that mindset, you won't go to any live events. Let's turn it around and be positive. We're willing.
Is he talking about
existence.
Is he going back to the school thing?
No, this is because I said NFT NYC and how we probably wouldn't go.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We'll start planning some sort of in real life thing. How about that?
It's not a shoe, it's a cup. Yes. In the Solana ecosystem community, they don't see shoes as shoes. Well, they're multi-use items for them. They're also cups, yes.
Have you drank Bailey's from a shoe? Yeah,
of course, always. Okay, let's go check out the charts.
We're doing charts.
We're gonna chart today.
Freeman, you just threw me out. You just threw it at me. All right, let's do it.
Yes, that was a
Let
very.
me get rid
It
of
was
some old
crazy. It was a
drawings
very.
here.
It was like a hard rip segue there.
What kind of chart am I? This is like some older chart I'm on, but that's
Disgusting.
okay. That's all right. We
How
could be on an older
How
chart.
unprepared.
No, it just had some older drawings, and the fibs are a little behind. But it's actually
Redraw
they
those
still work.
fibs.
They
Dickensius
don't need to be.
knows.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? I'll redraw them. I'll show you guys all how, because I was actually
Show us your
to draw
fib.
a fib. I was actually asked like, how do you draw these things? So basically, you go to your good old handy dandy fib retracement tool. All right. And if I'm saying, okay, I want to know the fib levels of this low range down here. Now remember where we are in the chart. Okay. So if we step back on the daily, right, we're from here from our highs, and now we're here at our lows. Okay. Just so everyone knows where we are. So I want to be like, okay, I want to know the fib levels of this lower time frame. So I grab my fib tool, I click on the low, and I bring it up to the high. And this is my support fib. All right, this is where I imagine price is going to find support. All right. Then we have our from the high to the low. And now we have our resistance fib. All right. And this fib is where we expect price to bounce, right? Just more so like, so this is where price bounced here at this top golden pocket a couple times, blew past it, came back down again, bounced off this level, came up. So you could just kind of play these levels. Now, well, when I get to ETH, I'll talk about where my position was and all that, my thinking. So we had yesterday, right? This was just crazy ass candle from from the Fed announcement, right? The rate hikes. This guy right here. Now what's gonna happen now? I mean, if we look right now on Bitcoin, right, we're trying to stay above this fib level. So right now we're at a spot where it's like, okay, we can bounce up from this or go straight down and then challenge these fib levels down here. All right. Daily, the kimono wave here, right? This is our handy dandy indicator that we've made that is a lot like Market Cipher, but it's free and it's better. All right. So here we have it's better because it has less fake outs. We won't do a whole pitch thing here on that today. But here we have the VWAP pointing up. Money flow is still pretty thick in the red. It's not like really closing up too quickly. And RSI is pointing down still. I mean, I'm trying to actually see if I get a little pop in the RSI. Looks like it's actually pointing up. Looks like we've done if you can see that, kind of done a little V here so far. But that could just be reacting from yesterday's crazy pump. All right. So we're still in overbought territory. We're in a red waves, which means that to me, price could likely come down. That's on the daily though. Let's go back down to like the 8-hour time frame. 8-hour, we're in a green wave. We're in an oversold signal. And see, this was a big tell. Like if you were getting in, and you could use these as like entry signals, right? It's like, oh, you got in here at this 4-hour, boom, took that short, nice. Boom, you get in on this one, take that long, boom, nice. The 4 hours is really nice because you can really scalp some nice some heavy percentages here, but the risk you have is that this is a lot of times you're dealing with swings, right? So if it goes like, let's say you took onto this signal here and it got invalidated, you gotta get out quick, kind of type deal, to be able to cut your shorts or cut your losses pretty small. And I don't ever recommend you just go off of the dots. You don't just buy off the dots. I don't recommend that. So here on 4-hour, right, we do have a green wave. VWAP is starting to kind of curve in. RSI is still pointing up, which means we could still see price go up from here on the 8-hour. That's what that's telling us. 4-hour though. 4-hour, we're getting RSI pointing down. The wave looks like it's starting to crest. It's starting to turn. VWAP is pointing down, but that money flow wave, see this green money flow wave? That's shooting up. So this is telling me, momentum here on this wave is dying, but it's still green. So as long as that wave is green, I'm still thinking price can go up. Yes, it's showing me that it's changing, but it hasn't printed a red dot or anything. So to me, I'm thinking price is likely from here still can go up. All right. From here, it looks like we're breaking this level right now, actually, on the 1-hour. 1-hour, we have a red wave. VWAP coming down. That money flow wave is pretty thin, but it's pointing up. So like the money flow is interesting because it really kind of tells me like what the future might hold, because that's just showing kind of volume of how much money is kind of flowing in or out at that depending on the time frame. 24-minute and over bot signal. So 24 minutes. So if I was trading the kimono wave, right? You based on, let's say your entry time frame is let's say it is like the 24-minute or 30-minute here, right? You want to pair it with a time frame that's 3 to 6 times that time frame. So if I was like, okay, so let's do like 4 times, that would be the 2-hour here. All right, so 2-hour has this overbought signal, red wave, everything. You're right. I'm like, okay, 2-hour is telling me to look for shorts on the 30-minute. I go to 30-minute, I see a red dot. All right, now I'm not putting in a short yet. I'm waiting for this to print, because the dots, they can repaint. If the market starts changing on you, that red dot could then disappear and the green wave expands again, and we have more pumpage kind of going on here. So wait for that to print, and then you could find yourself an entry. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing the kimono challenge. I might try to do some live trading on the Discord, kind of letting everyone know my entries and everything, so that you could trade against me and actually make a profit. And here, so yeah, I would be looking close to maybe a short, but I'm really waiting for this dot to kind of print. We don't really have any divergences. Well, actually, yeah. Okay, so here, divergence. I do see a bearish divergence. So you see price has been coming up. Now we are in momentum coming down. I think we could be seeing a pullback here. Maybe we start bouncing off of this level or something. But we'll see how it goes. Like the lower time frames are telling us right now, yeah, we have an overbought signal here on the 15-minute. So 15-minute, I'd go like to the 1-hour and say, okay, yeah, we're shorting. I would have gotten in on a short right here, anticipating a little pump down. I imagine, we'll see what happens today. It's holding this level pretty well. I mean, right now it's really just bouncing off of support. So I'd keep that in mind. I don't like to really short support, right? I like usually long support, short resistance. That kind of logic also bit me in the ass yesterday. But let's go back. Let's go to ETH. Let's check ETH out and see what that ETH was absolutely insane yesterday. All right, so
man, that candle, that green candle was just epic.
Yeah,
candle.
so yeah, it was basically like this happened, and then the news came out, the Fed meeting, and then pop, got us higher, freaking highs. I didn't think, right? Okay, so my logic here, along with every other person that got liquidated yesterday, right? The price, it broke support. We got down, and so I was thinking we're going to come up. If we did come up, we would test what was support, test it, become resistance, right? That's just kind of what you'd expect here. And there were signs that that is what would likely happen. Like I said, well, the daily has the overbought signal, so we should be seeing more of a chance of dumpage and everything. Anyway, I digress here. So I had a couple of shorts here. I mean, we had this level. So if you pull back right on this fib, I'm expecting price to move. When it was at this level, I was thinking, okay, if I take a short here, yes, it could go up, but it could just come up to the support here or resistance, and I would then take more shorts. Same, and just double down, because once it breaks this level, I'm thinking, hey, we want to challenge this level and eventually return down to that golden pocket. Neither of those happened. Actually, not even nothing like that happened. And I had signs right when this pump was happening. There were signs of the time frames, like the 4 hour, 6 hour, 8 hour, were all starting to tell me this isn't going down anymore. You got to start looking for longs here. And I just kind of ignored it. I was relying too much. I was relying too much on the fibs. I was like, no, kimono wave. I know you're telling me all this stuff, but you're going to change, right? You're going to change. The daily's red. It's going to change. It's the Fed. Everyone's going to be fudding with the recession. It's going to go great. The shorts, all these shorts are going to go work out great. And they didn't work out great at all, because then it just skyrocketed, hit my stop losses, and I was out. And I had a large stop loss because, again, I was looking for a large move, right? I was looking for a large move down. So none of that happened yesterday for me, and for the everyone else that got liquidated and lost a bunch of money. So here I return to kind of, now I have two fibs, right? I have this the larger. It's not really a macro fib, right? I would call it like a macro fib, like when you zoom out. Like let's make a macro fib. So you can pull fibs from anywhere. That's a cool thing and kind of annoying thing about fibs is that you can kind of just make them up wherever the hell you want them to be, honestly. All right, so here you can just pull them up.
Sounds very very
that's the thing about fibs. Yeah, well, people will pull out fibs and then like return back to them months later and be like, "Oh yeah, look, it's the price is moving on this fib that I pulled months ago." You know what I mean? It's like you can pull fibs from all sorts of ranges. So through every leg of
different
this
time
pump and
frames,
dump.
different
You just are pulling fibs everywhere. So
I like to just pull fibs on the 1 minute personally. That's all I do.
Oh gosh, no, that's like worthless. That doesn't do anything. So here, all right, we have fibs here. So this is the macro here. Bybit, this is all the history I have for what am I on? Ethereum. All right. So this is it. So these fib levels here, and as you can see, I mean, we've really been right. We're just hanging out down here at this bottom of the fib level, right? This is a great right, and this is our support fib. So this is where you'd be looking for longs. All right. So boom. If you had a long here, happy for you. I am happy for you. Really am. I'm a bit jealous, but I'm also happy. And I guess as we're pumping up, right, we might it might not be pretty, right? We've already wicked down back here. I'm on the weekly, by the way. We wicked down to this level, pops right back up. So we're really just, we could totally be, it could be messy for a while, but we're going to want to challenge these levels. That's just what happens, man. So I'd be looking here at this pocket for maybe a bounce back. And I've been saying 1700. Here this fib says about 1900. Hey, let's go up. The 618 level is tends to be a bit
let's go
more responsive to price, which is about 21. So really, we just if it's going to be interesting how this week kind of closes out here, because that could be this candle formation here. eh, If it prints like this, I don't know if it'll print like this, right? We have
Like
3
a
days
doji, I
left.
think. Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah,
see what happens.
you don't want to see this kind of doji because these could be pattern reversing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. And on the weekly look, I mean the money flow wave is still pointing down, which is
Still red.
yeah.
Overall.
So yeah, we'll see what happens here in the coming days, huh? On the daily though, we have Bit or Ethereum. Yep. Now I was about to say, I bet you it's printing a green dot. Yes, it is. We have a green dot on the daily. So this is just a big giant psych out. And see, this is what I was like, damn, we haven't had price come down, challenge these levels with a daily overbought signal. Like it was all lining up to say we're going lower. We're claiming these lower levels on these fibs. Didn't happen. Just didn't happen.
Popped kind of right off that golden pocket there.
4 hours still in green wave, RSI pointing down, VWAP coming down. So, again, still green wave. So a lot of times I see pumps still from here. There's still a lot of pumpage left within the 4 hour time frame. 1 hour, 1 hour has an oversold signal. It hasn't. No. So we're still in a red.
Yeah.
It hasn't printed a green
mess right there.
Buy signal here, but yeah, it's
Got
wanting to. It's
green
wanting
money
to
flow.
VWAP. That money flow is telling you that this wants to change. 24-minute, we're getting a sell signal. Yeah. So we're definitely just really challenging this level of what was resistance. Now we're challenging it for support. So I've been. Oh, I should have kept. I had an order. Oh, it hasn't filled
Here
yet.
We go.
No, my order hasn't filled.
Here we go, guys.
And one, buckle up. Gotta position it. No position yet. No position yet. Didn't fill.
It's funny.
I'm trying to wait until after the show to trade. I'm trying to be better about that. But I don't know.
Wow, that's so kind of you. So sweet.
Try not to be distracted and let Freeman just kind of run it all. I mean, 15 hour. We have a sell. So right now, so 1 hour was saying short. 15-minute was telling you, yes, we want a short. This could have been an easy, right? You put that short in. It's 1.8, dude. Yeah, that's a nice little scalp right there. So it's really, now it's like kind of like right. If I entered the short here on the 15-minute, I maybe have taken my profits already because I'm like, I am not too convinced right now that this is gonna break down this level of support. What if we get a bounce up here soon? So just because that 1 hour, right, everything is kind of really thin, everything's pinching in. So we'll see what happens today.
Yep.
I mean, right now, currently everything is red, but not too deep, except for Ape. Ape. Yeah, I also had a trade on Ape.
Some steam blowing off the top of these pumps, as well. But it's gotta get relief at some point.
Okay, so here's one of my positions here. You can see it hit my stop loss on that giant pump.
That thing pump.
That was brutal. That was brutal. But you know what? That's it. And so I'm like, price looks like it could be coming down, but I'm not. Is it? Where's
like
our
real legit dump coming in?
I haven't. Yeah, I'm only on 15-minute. Let me pull back a bit.
I mean, sometimes you do get the pump and then just a dump right back down. I mean, it happens all the time.
So if I wanted to do a fib here, right, I'd make my fib levels from the last low to the high. And look, it basically is just right there with the other highs, just wicked right up here. Man, that'd be great. That would have been a
Clear
great short to
rejection.
be putting
Yeah,
in.
clear rejection off that
Mm-hmm.
resistance.
Mm-hmm. Fib level. Let's do our resistance fib.
Coinbase commercial pump not working. Yeah, no, it had like the opposite effect too on the stock price.
on Coinbase's, yeah. I mean, we've had some chickens drinking water. Look at this on like if you look at these levels,
Yeah, those
we've
prices
got
been
this
a
wick
little nutty
down,
there.
bounce
Yeah,
up, wick up, bounce down.
very volatile.
It is. It's just and these fib levels are fantastic just to kind of play the ranges. A lot of people will just put in orders right on these levels, right? Shorts
Waiting for
here,
bounces. Yeah.
right? Sell here, long here, so they're just taking profits every single time. So you would have had 1, 2, working on that third trade here on this range. So these ranges are these fib levels are great just to kind of play around with the ranges here. So I think maybe we just kind of range around this area, kind of like what we've done here. But let's see if we get some sort of spike down. But you know what? It doesn't really look like it. I mean, 1 hour looks like we want to start pumping here. Kind of like ETH this morning when I got in. ETH on the 1 hour was wanting to print a green dot, was wanting to show signs of pump, but that reprinted just like I just showed you, and the red wave was starting to expand more, saying, "Hey, no, not quite yet." So you just have to be patient and let these print.
Could be a fake out too. I mean,
it
could
happens.
still
Not
come
every
down a little bit more for sure.
Look at these. Yeah, look at all these
Yeah.
fake outs. And the only way for you to kind of eliminate getting caught in fake outs is if you follow what the higher time frame's telling you what to do.
Yeah, you got to
The
look
higher
at multiple
time frame.
frames.
Yeah, the higher time frame is telling you, hey, we're longing, or the higher time frame here would be telling us to short. So we would only be taking those short positions, okay? And maybe use fib levels. You're down here, you're in the middle of the fib, and you get a green buy signal, and you're taking a short down. Take some profits off the table, but let it ride because you know that it's likely going to come down to this level. So it's just there's a lot to kind of take in. I recommend when you use the kimono wave to also use levels, right? The kimono wave can help you with entries. It can also help you just know where it's going, if it's going in your direction or not.
You want to look at different parts of the market, right? The wave is the momentum. You want to look at the trend. You might want to use your levels, and then maybe you're also looking at a volatility indicator. You just want to take in, lots of all the different parts of the market and into your decision making. Yeah, you don't want to just trade off one part. It's like if you just did trend, you're just trading off the EMAs. You'll get all kinds of traps. So yeah, you gotta use multiple tools, multiple indicators. How much do you use as leverage? Oh, do you really want the answer to that nasty question?
It depends on the position and what the risk is on it. I usually hover around, I don't know, I've been doing 25 quite a bit on Ethereum, but that's just because it mathematically makes sense with my risk reward ratio and my position size.
Especially for those scalps.
Because it's like, because I'm using about 20 or just like 1 to 2% of my portfolio per trade, and then from there it's like just depending. It just depends on what kind of trade I'm doing. And on the lower time frames, I usually that's where I'm using more of the 25. When I go like the larger time frames and stuff, then I use more capital than I do leverage.
Yeah, and that's Josh asked 25K, 25x, so 25 times essentially what hit the amount that he's
right. So if I was like, oh, I'm putting in $2,000 on a trade with 25 leverage, that would be about 50,000. Is that right? Doing the math right? that'd be worth like 50,000 on that trade. So
Yeah.
and then there I'm just kind of with that, I'm like just looking for like a 1% move to if I'm lucky kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean?
And you're not, yeah,
Um,
and you don't want to hang on to those 25x leverage positions for long times because obviously 25x putting you at a much higher risk level for liquidation, et cetera.
Yeah, and that's what happened with me. You know, with the last one is it just went out of, you know, I had a big, you know, I had a large risk level, but because I had a large reward level, and I and you know, I usually what actually keeps my losses, but if I use the kimono wave to exit rather than using levels, I find myself actually making my losses way less than what those levels would have had me at. Like if I was like, okay, if I put that trade yesterday and I was like, all right, if the 4 hour, right, because 4 hour is a pretty big signal on what direction price action might be moving towards. If 4 hour was looking super bullish on one of my shorts, and I was like, okay, that should have been my signal right there to get out. Instead, I was using levels to get out, right? So basically what I mean by that is I go here and I go, okay, I was shorting. So let's say I can't remember exactly where my short was. Short here, right? So I was shorting here, and it's and what I got, like, you know, so like if I had my 4 hour signal print somewhere around here, boom, I would have gotten out versus, because let's say my risk, I was risking, and usually my risk reward ratio, I try to do like 1.5. I actually don't know why I do that. I can't remember what I think I just saw. I
We've
think
just
that's
been
just
doing
kind of
that
like
for like
pretty
a year.
popular.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been
I know. It's just kind of, I see a lot of people do that, the 1.5.
yeah, we just kind of started doing that like a year ago. I don't know.
And yes, Josh,
We
it's
did
like
the
options for
calculation at some
crypto.
point.
Yeah. Um, so like, you know, basically, you know, you set up your position here where it is, and instead of using this level, if I use the kimono wave, I would have gotten out a lot earlier and cut my loss a lot smaller than what it was. So that's something I'm probably going to start adapting more. It's just using the kimono wave for my stop loss, because it does stop me out, you know, from bad decisions a lot quicker than those kind of levels.
We're learning. We're learning every day. We are learning.
Oh, every day. I'll never, you know, and that's the thing. When you're trading, you don't stop learning. You're constantly learning. You're constantly like, oh, what if I tried this? Oh, I never heard of that before. Let me try that. You know, you want to like, you know, constantly be learning and challenging yourself and learning new skills and whatnot. But definitely just stick to what freaking what works, you know, for you for the most part, because it, you know, what I've been an idiot several times and like learned by just with like real money to see if like this strategy would work and whatnot. And I honestly think that's the best way, because when you're paper trading, you you behave differently because it's not actual real money, and two, there's fees involved, and you know, the order books and everything. It just, you're not like when you sell,
Not
like if
quite
you did a
real. Yeah.
market order, for example, you know, on paper trading, every limit order you set, it
Yeah.
100% gets filled, but sometimes your limit order will only partially get filled, or you know, if you did a market order, you're going to be running up the books. So the price that you're actually selling or buying at is totally different. So I really think that it's like, yeah, paper
Still a
trading's
good
great
way
to
to
see.
get
Yeah,
your
it's a
feet
good way to
wet
get
in
a
the very
gauge.
beginning. Your very
But
beginning.
then, yeah, for a little bit, just to make
At some
sure
point,
the
you got to
strat
jump to the real shit.
is on paper good, and then move that over to actual monies, you know.
Yeah, at some point you got to start losing cold hard cash to really feel the lessons.
You
For them
do.
to really get burnt in. Okay, well, let's hit up the intermission just for a quick little intermission here, and then we will check out what's going on in the NFT market, and we're gonna look at some upcoming mints and, you know, tear some projects apart like the good old days. Good old days.
Oh, you see this? Sir, please get out of the road. Stop playing chicken with the cars. Look at this dick butt. We got a car coming. He's playing chicken. No, Mr. Dick.
Perfect. शराब पीने के बाद कभी ड्राइव मत कीजिएगा। शराब के नशे में आप किसी मासूम को मार सकते हैं और खुद भी मर सकते हैं। इसलिए शराब पीने के बाद गाड़ी चलाना बंद कीजिए। राजश्री पान मसाला, स्वाद में सोच में।
I know you're making lots of money coin thing. Yes, and I do think you're smart. I think you're ever so smart. And I know you're providing for me, and I love you so much. But you promised today we would go. Now, I don't quite remember what you told me the other day because I fell asleep. That's what happens when you talk to me about your cryptos before bed. I don't know what the hash rate is. No,
Oh, a Fugazi. You know what a Fugazi is?
Oh, Fugazi. It's fake.
Yeah, Fugazi. It's a wazi, it's a woozy. It's not fucking real.
Right? All right.
Right. Stay with me. Mm-hmm. We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
For watching GMT.
Thank you guys for sticking around, watching, subscribing, sharing the show. And let's look at what's going on in the NFT market, shall we? Here are some of the top volume projects. This Allen Key and Can by Fahad Karim. No idea what that is at all. I'm not even going to try to look it up because I can't even figure out. But anyway, don't know what that is. You guys probably know what that is. I don't. YOLO Bunny, another one I've never heard of. Maybe we'll check that out. Maybe we'll try to look both these up. If I copy and paste, I can maybe do it. Okay. Floor price increase. We got that Bad Influence project that was, I don't know if that was a free mint or not. I did see that that was going around on Twitter for a couple days. Little Heroes. And of course, my favorite, Crypto Dick Butts, had another little surge there. And I saw on Twitter, actually, Meltem Demirs, our one of our favorite Crypto Dick Butt community members here, said that today they will be celebrating 1 year of Crypto Dick Butts at 5 p.m. Eastern on a Spaces. All are welcome to join and share your favorite moments and honor the art, culture, and math of the Crypto Dick Butts. Here's the little schedule for today's Spaces. So, if you want to learn more about the road to Gooch Island, this is a can't miss, of course, Spaces. So that's what's going on with the
So your
CBDs.
Crypto Dick Butts it's not coming down to your price level you want to buy in, is it?
I don't know what is wrong with the goddamn price action of that.
It's not
NFT.
coming down, is it?
It just
that's how
come
that's
down.
How I feel with this fucking Ethereum. I'm like, why the fuck is it not coming down? It needs to come down.
It's fine. We don't have anger issues. We're okay. Little dick
Everything
butt
needs to
pictures
crash
do not
one
get
more
to
time
me.
so I could buy in a better
That's
position.
what I keep saying.
I need a better position.
That's what I can't. That's what I
wanna
said
buy
at the
the
time
bomb.
too. I was like, well, once we go down to like 600, then I'll buy some E.
I know.
It always needs to go lower. Once the dick butts go
I
down
know.
a little lower, then
I'm
I'll
just
get
sitting.
one.
I'm like, I want to get in on like a bunch of fucking shit coins, but it's like, dang, I just can't because I'm just like, I want it to go down a little bit more.
I know.
I don't know, man.
I know. There. Well, let me pull up the actually. Well, those are the Degen Pepes that we talked about yesterday that I did mint And I saw, or I bought some. I saw Josh also bought a couple of the Degen Pepes. I mean, it's one of those ones where it's hard to not to when they're practically free. Just gas, of course. But
I think I might just get a crypto dick butt. How pissed would you be if I just got a crypto dick
no,
butt?
I will front run you. I'll be like, oh, cool. Yeah, show me which ones you want. And then I will front run you and buy it out from it. That's what I just needed. I just needed Matt to want them for me to then finally jump in. I'll just to front run him and piss him off. It's it's constant dick swinging competition over here between.
But how will you front run me if I just get one?
Well, I guess that's true. Do you have it in your wallet right now? Or you have the ETH in your wallet? See, that's my main problem that stopped me from doing bids and stuff is I need to put some ETH in my hot wallet and in order to go bid. I mean, dude, look at the price action. I mean, we still are just it's been in an obvious uptrend here for sure. Let me just put moving my EMA across on this one. Yeah, so I mean, we're definitely been in an uptrend for a while here on the price overall. The volume has decreased ever so slightly. I really feel like at some point there has to be a correction, but maybe not. And still, you could snipe one for probably 2 ETH if you put in some offers. You could definitely probably get one for around 2 ETH.
Yeah, look, it's wicking down there, so people are selling it for.
Yeah,
for
people
that
are
much.
selling it. Even 2 days ago, people were selling for 1.7.
Yeah.
So, and as Dickenza says, go in the Discord and you could potentially get one OTC maybe from somebody for a little bit. Well,
Yes,
less.
I
You
am
can see,
rather-
yes, he's browsing eyes, shifting left to right.
I'm that obvious. I'm that obvious.
Oh, yeah, bro. They can tell everything we're doing. They know when I check out during your TA section and go check my Twitter. They can tell because they can see the screen flashing because I'm changing tabs. They know all our darkest secrets. We can't hide anything on this show. Yeah, let's go look real quick. Just for shizzies and giggies. I love being accused of being a crypto dick butt pumper anyway, since I have no effect on the price of anything. Nobody watches the show, so it's not like we actually have any effect. Yes, I love that one guy who's just like, "Are you kidding me?" in the comments on that one.
It's just a pump and dump.
Pump and dump. Look at this one listed for 690 ETH just a little bit ago. But yeah, I mean, people are buying 34 minutes ago. That same one actually was bought for 5 ETH 34 minutes ago and he relisted
That
it for
guy's a joke. He's like, I'm going to sell for 600 ETH.
Of course, it's 69, of course. What I really wish I had gotten these at 0.69 ETH, but we can't go back in time. And once we can, then I might do that. But yeah, we've got lots of dick butts going for sale every couple of minutes right now. I mean, the volume has definitely picked up again. I saw there was a lull like yesterday or the day before, but things are picking up again. This one is real nice. That one's got the Mickey D's hat and the little what do you call that, megaphone. I know, man. I know. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to the crypto dick butts, bro. I'm addicted to to FOMOing about the crypto dick butts. I think if I actually bought one, I don't know what I would FOMO about anymore. I would probably just quit NFTs and crypto altogether because I'd be like, well, I got my grail. I'm out. What do I buy now? I mean, I'm not getting a crypto punk. I'm not getting.
I was thinking about getting, dude. I was thinking about maybe getting like a mutant.
Yeah, I know you've said that before. That everyone jokes about people with mutant apes, right? It's like the poor man's ape.
Well, I know.
You know that, right? You know that.
I know it is. I understand.
You might as well
that.
Get a goblin, bro. You might as well get a goblin.
I just
If you
don't
really,
drop
yeah. No, trust me, I don't
should
either.
just get a goblin instead of a mutant ape. Are you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you're gonna get made fun of, you might as well just get a goblin. Josh said, "I'm gonna FOMO once over. It's over 3.5 to 4. I know. Well, yeah, I'm gonna really FOMO when it's at 69, 6.9, and everyone's going to Gooch Island. Matt's flying out to Gooch Island, and I'm not. I'm gonna really be pissed. I'm gonna be his +1 biatch for the Gooch Island event. and people ask me to see my dick butt, and I'll just be like, I don't have one. I've kept FOMOing when it was a good deal. Josh's dream is to own a noun NFT. That's another good one. That's a good grail. Yeah, what is your grail NFTs, guys? What's your grail NFTs? That's the question. I mean, I know the ape is the classic, but I want to know, what are your grails? What else is there anything else we should see on the top trending NFTs here? Anything we need to cover? I mean, we got Other Deeds, we got McGoblin, the Goblin Burger. I think
has Other Deeds been going increasing? What is Other Deeds sitting at? I was thinking about maybe just getting
2.24 is the floor over there. It's still, it just hovers around that too. Let's go check the chart for it real quick, just for fun. The price on these is flat. I mean, that's Cardano right there. But this is the NFT version of Cardano.
We're in a dip.
This thing just chills at 2. It's just a solid 2. I mean, that's still not a terrible price. Again, for getting into that ecosystem, you'll be able to play the game if you have another deed. I mean, that's still
I was thinking about just getting a couple of them because they are that low right now.
Right. And once the game launches, these would probably go up in price. I would think that would be my guess.
You would think if it doesn't help
stop,
it out,
right? I mean, I want to go run around and I want to like make fun of people and like shit post.
I mean, but this could be like, what's the price difference here between each of those candles there? Because it's like this could be a really steady flippable one if you're just constantly like right now you got a red candle.
Here. Yeah. I mean, depending on the rarity, probably and stuff. But I mean, even on a
I'm
bad
just thinking
day,
like a half ETH flip or so.
Yeah, I mean, you could even get a full ETH flip potentially on these. You could buy down here at 2.5 and maybe sell for 3.5.
That might be a good one.
So yeah, maybe we should get an Other Deed. The ones we've been looking at, like the cheap ways to get into the big boy clubs. That'd be like the Other Deeds and the atrocities or the oddities. I mean, that's what they're called. I don't know what happened to those. Those have fallen off the trending list completely. Poor little fellas. Even the potatoes are still here.
Nobody wants owl shit, dude. Yeah,
dude, the owl shit. Yeah, just not doing well. Let's look at the Goblin. What the F? The McGoblin burgers are flying volume wise. Let's see what we got.
Really?
Oh man, look at
what happened with the burgers, bro.
There's something happening. This is, remember, I think we were talking about this Monday, the rumple traps or whatever are gonna, you're gonna start grumples or whatever. You're gonna start trapping them using the burgers. So I think you got to have 2 burgers though, maybe, to trap grumple. I don't know the details because I'm not a Goblin holder. So I cover the NFT news, so I should like care and like look into these things. But Dickenza's knows. Just ask Dickenza's. He's got all the alpha on that. He's a secret Goblin town holder. I think Dickenza's actually has lots of blue chips. We just don't. He doesn't. He's humble. He doesn't brag about it. He just comes on here. He jokes around with us. He feeds us. He makes us feel good about things, and he doesn't tell us how he's just a total ape and he just crushing us. His wallet crushes our wallet.
Don't need to flex, right?
Don't flex if you know you got it. Let's look at what's trending over here in the salami ecosystem over on Hello Moon. We got I'm just reloading here because it's probably old data. I don't know. I already told you guys how I want lower time frames on this. They seem like they're going to maybe add lower time frames to the smart money inflow and outflow here. But you got, look at this. I mean, dust, crash, and coin flip. You got, now there's like a coin flip and a crash app for just that uses the dust token. That's now trending 15 salami floor there. Just crazy. You got the Degen Ape Academy. This is a classic Solana. Gothic Degens is still cruising there. I'm not really sure why. I think it's because of their association with like the D-Gods people. And then Degen Fat Cats is still unrevealed and still trending. It's just painful to me how those are still unrevealed. And you got the Skelly DAO. This one seems to have a lot of social buying for some reason. Somebody's pumping that. And what happened to the fruits? Oh, there they are. They're still hanging on there. The fruits are on the outflow list though, along with D-Gods. I think the DGOD's
Yeah.
price will probably dip here because I think they're going to do that, Duppy's collection, and that the marketing starts for that. I think tomorrow they're going to start to drop the art and start to really hit the marketing for that. As far as I know, I saw Frank did a tweet last night about it. So I bet you the price will come down on that a little bit. And I know the Duppies is actually going to be renamed. It's not even going to be called Duppies. So this is probably everything I think is coming tomorrow. More information. We haven't really heard from the official account since July 8th, but this is like the most anticipated, launch in all summer, really, over on Salami. So it'll be interesting. I think, to me, I'm just curious. I'm just interested to watch it unfold. I obviously have no
You're not
dust.
going to try to get it? Oh, no.
Bro, you got to get whitelisted for this one. It's like whitelist only, and you have to pay in dust. You mint it with dust, and everyone is already rabid for the whitelist spots on this. Maybe we could apply for a scholarship spot, though. They're going to release this scholarship thing and I know content creators are one of them. They want to bring new people into the ecosystem that don't already have DGODs and stuff. So maybe we can apply for a scholarship and see if we can pick up one of these hot mints.
Why not? It's let's apply. Let's see what happens.
Yes, exactly. I have a feeling food NFTs will be the next meta, Josh says. That's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, the passes, I think, are doing well. I think passes and, tickets and all that stuff is going to keep doing well. And, the real world uses, the actual utility tokens are going to keep doing well. But, for now, the PFPs just keep on coming. I tell you what, they don't stop. Here's another one that's coming out. We're just going to cover a couple upcoming mints on different chains here. I might even get confused on which chain we're even covering from time to time. This one's called Going to Zero. Very mysterious still. I popped into their Discord. They got 20,000 followers. I think some influencers are pumping this one. I believe this one's on ETH. And there's not a whole lot of information on these ones yet. These are definitely in still kind of stealthy phase. They don't have any mint dates that I was able to find on here or in the Discord. But we're going to get something here, and it's going to zero. So I would say you're warned here. You've been warned. If you mint
says
this,
it in the damn name, all right?
You are responsible for your own behavior on this one.
DYOR.
DYOR as much as you can there. Yeah. We also got Secret Skelly's Society. This is actually a existing near NFT that is launching a collection on Salami. So on Salami, they're going to have, let me try to find the images. Of course, I'm not really here. I think this is, yeah, this is it. This is going to be their Salami images are going to be different. Their original collection on Near was pixel art, and their new collection on Salami is going to have, line art. And, here's a couple examples. These I think are probably going to do pretty well just based on the amount of hype that's going on. They got 19,000 followers here.
Yeah.
They've got an existing community, over on their near tokens, their near NFTs. So, I think we're going to see a lot of projects, I think, doing the multi-chain thing now. I think that's going to be popular where you've got different collections on different chains. Or
does this have a utility or anything, or are they just like straight up?
Bro, it's got the UTO utility token on Near protocol. Don't ask me for more than that, bro. I don't know. Let's go look. We can go look. Let's go look at their website, shall we? Let's take a gander. We used to look at websites before we minted things.
Yeah.
So these are this original collection was only 777, so pretty low cap on Near.
Very low cap. Damn.
Looks like they launched in January 2022. This is the story of Scullingham. See, I like this. This was back in the day when people had to put a website together, had to make a story.
Yeah.
You needed lore, you needed a roadmap. And this Utopia token is the official currency of Scullingham and is airdropped daily to holders of Skelly's and Grimm's army collections who are delisted. So it sounds like this had an initial liquidity pool of 10,000 near. So that I don't know how that token's doing now. It'd be interesting to see a chart for that. Here's the Skellies. So they got a DAO. Let's see what you asked. Is there any utility? That's still what we're trying to figure out, huh?
You got the token. That's
they
it.
got a
man.
token, bro. As far as I could tell, tokens. They got a
That's
battle
cool.
game, lottery. So anyway, yeah, they're going to be doing a new collection. Let's see, that wasn't it though. Here's one that's coming up on Ethereum. This is the Metaverse Massacre. No one will survive the streets of Slaughtertown
I like
for long.
the name. Cool.
So this is a play-to-earn game that's only going to last for a couple of days. Let me try to find the details on this again. We were just reading about this one yesterday, and now I'm just brain farting, of course. But this is going to be a game where I think you massacre. Obviously, let's look at the website. Oh, we got sounds. Oh, like booting up sounds, music. Yes, you log in here. Oh, no, nice website. Nice website. And I think I should find the details on this project again, because it was kind of an interesting concept, if I remember correctly. Yep, just signing and doing all kinds of transactions, letting it do whatever it wants to my wallet. I don't have any NFTs. So yeah, it looks like this is actually, I think, the game website essentially, and you're just waiting to mint. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is right. I think this is the informational video. I think is what.
Welcome to Slaughtertown.
Yes.
Jeez
so
Louise.
if this doesn't get you hyped, then this game is perfect for you because you're already dead on the inside. I like that. They know me well. So here's some just like examples of what's it's gonna look like, I guess.
When you get killed, does your NFT burn kind of deal?
So I think there's something like that going on in the back here. Let's see. Minting August 8th. The cost will be 0.22 ETH. Max limit 9. The game starts August 15th, and the game will be on or before August 22nd. Let's see. There was something about it. It only is going to last like a couple days, I think, the game. So there's going to be some kind of game. It's got something to do with
project,
deceased. So you can see like this one's deceased. So I think there is some kind of like a dying mechanism going on.
That's kind of fun, dude. That's crazy because you're just kind of like, cool. Our event is gonna last 2 days, and then we're done. That's your roadmap.
Talk about
that's your
max
utility.
FOMO and rug pull.
I mean, that's not necessarily a rug. They did what they said they were going to do.
They told you.
Yeah, it's like it's only going to be a game that lasts for a couple days, and then we're done.
And their Discord is pretty much empty. Like they still haven't put the official links. Like it's a brand new Discord. So even though this Twitter account's been around since February, so it's still
It's
very
a pretty small account.
mysterious.
Very small account.
Very mysterious. Yeah. There will be Metaverse. It's a strategy game, not a PFP. There will be a dozen or big winners, plenty of losers. It's a game, isn't a game where everyone gets a participation trophy. It's a competition. Winners win. Losers have chapter 2 to look forward to. So yeah, there will be a second one. So yeah, I don't know if this seems like something you're interested in. Of course, check it out. The last little mint upcoming I have for y'all is the Doomers. This is going to be, I think, a free mint. So another one where I do not suggest for myself, of course, not financial advice. I'm not going to buy these on secondary, but I will, of course, always try to mint. I'm always trying to mint the degen mints and then get your exit liquidity, but I am not trying to be the exit liquidity necessarily on these free mints. So that's what I have to say about these. If you're into degen mints, this is your project.
Yeah, when is it mint?
Why do you have to ask me hard questions like that all the time? You always have to ask me the questions that I don't know. Okay, wait.
It's a basic question to try to figure out. It's like when mint?
I know in their Discord. I don't think they have a Discord. They have a YouTube channel. That's their link. Oh, that's an interesting twist. It's just one video, it looks like. So let's scroll through their Twitter for a second and see if they have any information that's actual information or just these sneak peeks. I don't know if there's even any
the mint date
yet. Yeah, this may be just like YOLO essentially. No, this is talking about a different mint. Oh, wow, that looks really like a sad situation. That's really all I got for mints. Of course, on DJ Mint, all kinds of whack stuff is minting today. Nothing that's super catching my eye. Look at this. We Gonna Make It's. I'm always a sucker for some Pepe art. Just toss me a different Pepe art mint every day, please, and I will be happy until the bull market comes back. That's really all it takes for me. So yeah, let's see. What is this? Just real quick. Oh, look at these. See, this is what I'm saying. If they just, whoever these geniuses are that just keep releasing new Pepe art, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep that exit liquidity flowing and keep me minting. Really, let's see if I can mint this one. I'm going to try to mint. Oh, look, these actual cost real money. How dare you? How dare you ask me for real money on Ethereum?
Yeah, what the hell is that, bro?
Fading that one.
You're asking for real ETH? It's not.
It's
not
whitelist
just gas
only anyway, so I wouldn't be able to get in because I.
So you're not gonna make it.
Whitelist. I'm not gonna make it. No, I want one. Dang it! I guess I'll just have to be someone's exit liquidity. That's all I have for him. Okay, guys. Well, I don't know anything else, Matt, that you want.
No, dude, this show is a long one. Time to get more coffee and get trading here.
Timer yet? Yes. Okay. Sounds good, everybody. Well, we'll of course be back here tomorrow for the Friday episode. And send us your alpha. Tell us what we should be looking at. Fun Day Friday. Ooh.
Oh, I'll be in the Discord too, talking about positions and stuff. I'm doing.
Yes, we'll be in the Discord. Catch you there. Yeah.
Good morning.